It doesn't matter if we win or lose.
I mean, you saw how they called for Russell's head mid-game, and they got it.
Yeah, exactly. And, the only time that we ever banded together as a fan base that I can remember in recent memory was Kyle Shanahan's first year, and everybody saying, basically free Roddy. And then Kyle Shanahan, he came out, he gave us what we wanted. He threw the ball to the motherfucker 3 straight times to start that game. He didn't care if we were going to get it first. We could burn a possession, is basically what Kyle was saying. He's like, but I'm going to make sure he's going to get those targets, Because he's a smug son of a bitch, and he can do that, though. He's got the gravitas to do it, Lee. That's why he's 3-0 with the backup quarterback. And his best tight end hurt, and his best receiving option hurt, and then his running back coming in with tendonitis to start the year. That's why he can be 3-0 with Mac Jones, and we can't. We can't do it with Michael Penix, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Darnell Mooney. New and improved defense, but our defense ranks second in the NFL, and we're 1-2. See, it'd be one thing if we were the Ravens, right? Where they can't stop a parked car, right?
No, they're averaging 30 a game and 1-2.
Yeah. And people can look at that and say to themselves, oh man, they're 1-2, just like the Ravens. We got hope, you know what I mean? Let's see it. Because it's looking like there's gonna be no Terry McLaurin. He's on my fantasy team, and I know this because they dropped him down to 0 as his projection. So it sounds like he's not playing. Jaden Daniels was limited today. If Marcus Mariota and Dan Quinn come into Mercedes Benz Stadium and win this game, if I don't see a firing at the bye week, you just at that point you almost want to boycott the games. You want to sell your tickets, man, and just not go. You'll still watch, right? But it's just until they make some changes, it's like being in a rut with your girl or anyone, right? You're sleeping on the couch or something. It's just until I see some changes, I don't want to sleep in the bed with you.
Well, see, I'm not gonna sleep on the couch. I'm gonna sleep in the guest room. Or really, I'm gonna sleep in the bed. And if you want to sleep here or not, that's your call. I'm sleeping in my bed.
Well, but you get my point. my point is until I see some changes, I can't continue to put up with this. Sunday is the end of the weekend and basically the start of the week. How you gonna fuck up the end of my week and fuck up the start of my week? Because if I don't hit a big parlay, I'm pissed.
Don't lose in fantasy that week.
Not right, and don't fucking double decker, don't Glorilla double decker that shit. Big Buford me. Don't want it, man. Don't want it. And if Marcus Mariota and Dan Quinn come in here and they get their revenge, all hell should break loose in that front office. And it's not an overreaction. This is not an overreaction. There is no way you got this guy with this rocket arm. After week 2, Raheem came out and said that Bijan Robinson is the best football player in the NFL. How the fuck is he the best football player in the NFL and he touched the ball 13 times on Sunday? How does that happen? How does the best player in the league touch the ball 13 times?
Zach Robinson
at running back.
Zach Robinson on the headset. Can't get the play in.
Well, then it sounds like Zach Robinson needs to book it to Stillwater. Look, I'm sure the Falcons Arthur got connections with Delta. They got direct flights. He can send them out first class. He don't have to take the Greyhound. We can send them out first class.
Man, we can send them on Arthur's PJ. Fuck it. Just get him out of here.